guys, it's Tomatoda. So what is Weld On 16? According to the internet, it is a very high strength, clear, medium bodied, fast curing, bodied solvent type acrylic cement. Basically, it's a plastic to plastic glue. And the way that it glues the plastic together is by melting them and fusing them together like welding. So one of the more popular items that I sell at anime conventions are my badge reels. I don't order them like this. They don't come pre-made. I draw the art first on my iPad and then I order my acrylics from a manufacturer. And then I buy a bunch of badge reels and I glue the two pieces together. I also had leftover acrylics after the badge reels, so I glued them onto other plastic things like this hair tie thing. I also glued it onto some plastic clips. But that's my example of gluing plastic onto plastic. Now, first, I want to emphasize and remind you guys to be careful when using this glue. It is a chemical, right? So protect yourself, protect your workplace, wear some ugly clothes so that your outfits don't get ruined, and make sure that you're working in a well-ventilated space. Hey guys, it's Future Tomatoda. So I wanted to add some extra information in here that I didn't during my original filming. I wanted to talk about mask protection. When I did use this glue, I didn't read anything about mask protection, so I didn't use a mask, and I didn't have any, personally, I didn't have any side effects. But I will say the glue is very, very stinky. It's a very strong chemical odor where even though I have a terrible sense of smell, sometimes it makes me go like, whoa, that's stinky, right? So make sure that your space is very, very well ventilated, which I did say the first time I filmed. But I wanted to talk about mask protection because in the technical data sheet, it says to not use a chemical cartridge respirator. And when I Google chemical cartridge respirator, it's this. So this shit, don't use it. It also says to use a supplied respirator, but it doesn't come with the supplied respirator. So I don't know what the fuck they're talking about in that situation. But all the other videos I have seen about this glue, nobody is wearing a mask. Some of them aren't even wearing gloves, which that's their prerogative. It also says in the safety section to like not smoke because it's flammable, not to eat or drink while using the glue. Maybe you might digest it accidentally, who knows? But you know, just saying, these are some of the precautions that are on the technical data sheet. I'll have a link to the technical data sheet in the description box below, so check it out. It has a lot of valuable information on the glue. You know, this video is just a review of my experience and how I'm using it, so if you want like concrete details and evidence or something that I've overlooked, check out the technical data sheet. Okay? According to the Weld On's data sheet, the Weld On 16 can glue acrylic plastic, styrene, butyrate, I'm butchering these, you know, I don't know how to pronounce it, PVC, ABS, and polycarbonate, as well as other plastics and porous surfaces. Obviously, as you can tell, I am not a chemist or a plastic expert. So before I began gluing all the plastics together, I did Google research the best that I could to find what kind of plastic what was made out of. I Googled like acrylic charms, since these acrylics are made out of the acrylic charms plastic. What type of plastic are the badge reels made of? What type of plastic is the hair tie made of? I glued it on some containers too. What type of plastic is this container? And you get pretty decent results. And if I couldn't find that information, the only other option I had was to experiment. So, you know, I'd glue the two parts together and wait and see how well it did. But my point here is that the glue doesn't glue every single type of plastic. Like whatever this syringe is made of, it's definitely plastic. You'll see later in the video that the glue has no effect on it. Not this part, not this part, not that part. Now I'm going to lay some paper and tissue to protect my workspace. Put on my gloves. Because I bought my glue online, it came kind of fucked up like this. There was like this huge bubble here, but it's not the product or it's not the bottle. I think the plastic over it that's fucked up. But anyways, just be warned, if you order it online, it might, you know, come very like pressured, which means as soon as you open it, it's just going to spill out like that. Anyways, this is how I like to put the Weldon on. My kit comes with like various syringes, which by the way, you can only use it once, I assume. So make sure, you know, you reserve the sizes to your needs as well as possible. Oh, actually, before this, I'm going to be cleaning my acrylic pieces first to make sure that there's no like oil and debris. Before I glue my badge reels together, I like to test out each badge reel to make sure that they work well, because there are some defective ones in the lot. And this is an example of the badge reel that broke. Can actually like just tear it apart. This acrylic, this is the old method that I used without the Weld On. I used to sand it and then glue it using clear Gorilla Glue. I also bought these clear acrylic things from Michaels, and because they are clear, when I glue things onto it, you'll be able to see how the glue looks, if that makes sense. You'll see how the glue spreads. I'm gonna clean it with alcohol. I don't know if I have to clean this since I just unwrapped it, but all right, I'm gonna set this aside for it to dry. And I'm going to take the glue upright so it doesn't spill out. Use my pinky to cover the hole, and then I'm going to pour the glue in or squeeze it in. Ooh, maybe that was too much. Close it. I'm gonna put this, I don't know what that's called. I'm gonna put that back in. And then facing it upright so that the air goes to the top. I'm gonna use the paper towel to make sure it doesn't squirt everywhere. And I'm gonna start squeezing the air out. There we go. Then you're gonna have a stream of glue. Cry me a river. Now that it's filled, let's begin with the gluing. So for the badge reel, just gonna squeeze the glue on the connection points like so. And then I'm going to glue it on and hold for 5 seconds. Next, I'm gonna try the acrylic. I'm just gonna spread it in the middle. How about that? And let's see how far this goes with pressure. I'm gonna do it on the other side. Oof. That was hard. There we go. One warning, as you can see here, is don't add too much or else it's going to seep out onto the sides. You can see that it leaked. And this is because I just added too much glue. Oh, actually my bad. I meant hold it down for 6 seconds, not 5 seconds. Whatever. Now, if you did make a mistake before the 5-minute mark, okay, it's only been a minute, and it's already like pretty stuck on there. Let's use this one as an example. If you glued it and you made a mistake and you want to reposition it, within like the 10-second mark, you can take it off and reposition it. However, the glue isn't going to be looking very clean, and wherever the glue was already, I think it's probably already eaten away at the acrylic. So just keep that in mind. You can reposition it slightly left, slightly right, but there are some consequences to that. But if you're working with opaque plastic like this, it doesn't matter because, you know, it's not gonna show. But if you're working with clear plastic like this, it will show. Anyways, back to the syringe. As you can see, even after I stop pushing, a bit of the glue is still coming out. It'll actually start drying up in a few seconds. As you can see, it's kind of like holding up its shape, right? But don't worry too much because you can just take some tissue and like pull it off. And then it's good to go. So typically when I want to set this syringe down and take a break, I like to create like a ball of glue on the tip, and then as it dries, it'll turn into like a cap, especially because in my theory, like if it dries a little bit on the inside, it's gonna be harder to pull out. But because of this cap, I'll be able to easily pull out anything that's attached to it as well. And it's pretty nice because I can just put it down, go live my life, and then come back later and just pull off the quote-unquote dried cap with the tissue, and bam! The liquid inside is all preserved and ready to go one more time. I can't really say for sure how long you can leave the syringe unused. I spent about 4 days gluing together about 150 badge reels, 50 clips,
55 burgers, 55 fries, 55 tacos, 55 pies,
and about like 12 container things. And I only used the one same syringe the entire time. And in between those 4 days, I did leave the syringe unused for about 20 hours maximum, so like almost a day I didn't do anything. But when I came back, the syringe was perfectly fine. So I do think you can leave the syringe out for longer, but I personally just figured, like, you know, if I'm not going to be using it for more than a week, I might as well toss out the syringe and get a new one for the next project. I did accidentally find out though that the glue does not work on epoxy resin because I accidentally glued onto this side and not the back side of the charm. The front of all my badge reels are epoxy resin coated to more protection and glossier finish. I don't know what I did with that badge reel. I can't find it. But I glued it on, and then I came back 2 days later to check everything, like double check, making sure it's all on there well. And the one that was glued on the epoxy side, it just poof, fell off, no effort. So from what I know, like epoxy resin is also a type of plastic. But basically my point is it doesn't work on epoxy. I did do a few testings on what other plastic crafting materials that the Weld On 16 can glue together. So let's take a look at that. And I have these charms that I need to finish up. So it's been a while. Here we're back with the first thing that I glued, right? This is what the back side looks like. As you can see, there's a bit of bubbling going around. You can definitely see the glue. The glue that's seeping out is dried, and this one I can actually tear it off because I didn't glue it well enough, I guess. So the Weld On actually reaches its full strength after 24 hours. And you know, it hasn't even been an hour here yet. And according to the website, it has a working time of 5 to 6 minutes and a fixture time of 10 minutes. Yeah, this one's fucking like on. This one, because of the seepage, I don't even have like any crevice to actually put my nail in underneath to pull it off. So these are fucking on. Now time for this. It's been maybe 10 minutes since I have glued it on, but let's see where it's at. So the gibbet base is pretty stuck on. Oh, this one fell off, and as you can see, it's clear. I forgot what plastic this is made out of, so I'll have it here. And whatever plastic this keycap is made out of means it does not work with the glue. Then we have the little Lego pieces. They are also stuck. Oh man, I didn't think this one would be stuck because I didn't glue it on very well. This one fell off. I thought this plastic would work. Yep. Last but not least, we have the stamp. You can see it actually ate away at the plastic. So this one is stuck on. Yep, it's stuck. Now, let me show you what I was working on. These little ghastly balls. I got the capsules from Daiso. Finally got around to doing it. You can see how the glue kind of melted the plastic here. The gluing wasn't as clean as I had hoped it would be. It was a lot more difficult because of the fibers. Here's another melted plastic area. This one was pretty messy, but whatever, it's glued. I don't think it's that big of a hindrance in the visual aspect of this. When I'm done with the syringe, I wrap it with the paper coverings and toss it in the trash. I make sure to wrap it well because I'm kind of paranoid it's going to ruin my plastic trash can. The last thing that I like about this glue is that it has a 2-year shelf life. So I'm not really in a panic to use all of it in one go. Now, in terms of where you can buy this. I bought mine on Amazon because it was the cheapest. When I tried to buy from other websites, although the product itself was cheaper, the shipping always ended up being like $20+. So that's why I went with Amazon. I will say, you know, check out your local Home Depot, Lowe's, or construction store and see if they carry it just in case, okay? Anyways, I am done glazing over this glue. It made my life so much easier when I made my badge reels compared to like how I did it in the past with all the sanding. I hate sanding so much. But yeah, anyways, I like this glue. I hope this video was informative and see you guys whenever. Sorry. Bye, love you.